Okay, so just find a seat underneath so that you can sit a little bit on the height, and again you can sit in Sukhasana, the most comfortable position, or you can use Padmasana or Padmasana. And once you are seated, let's do a little bit stimulation before we begin. So interlacing our fingers, palm facing up, taking them, reaching high, and then exhale to one side. Inhale to center, reach, exhale. Inhale to the center. Again, lengthen, swing, come back to center. Lengthen on the other side. Come back to center. Once again, lengthen and release. We are going to face on right knee or one of the knees. And then come forward, leading from the heart and then coming down with the straight spine. First, we are doing with the straight spine, and you can also extend the arms in the front and make the cup of the fingers, and then you can walk them forward as much as you can. And once you know that with the straight spine you cannot go any further, that is when you'll roll down, rounding the spine, head will come down. And notice the stimulation. There must be a body part talking to you. So just stay with the stimulation and then very gently come back up. And the same thing is on the other side. So this time I am facing the left knee, and again trying to lead from the chest, from the heart, coming down, making the cup of the fingers, walking them forward, and again noticing the stimulation. So lengthening the spine with arms in the front, lengthening it, and then down. And notice that stimulation. Staying there for another breath or so. Good. And then very gently come back up. We are going to do a twist. So again, palm facing up, reach high, and then swing. So twisting, right palm onto the left knee, straight spine and gentle twist. Right shoulder is coming to the front, left shoulder going all the way back. And then once again, unwind, straight, reach, extend, and then twist onto the other side. Good. Once again, make that effort a little bit to go further into the pose. So the right shoulder going all the way back, left shoulder coming forward. And then once again coming to the center, lengthening, and then release. And close your eyes. Notice how you feel. You might be able to find much more comfort in seating because of the stimulation that we just initiated. Let's begin today's practice with one single sound of Om followed by opening prayer. Receive a deep full breath in. Hands will come in the heart center in prayer position. Together we'll chant Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your palms. and you can cover the eyes and open your eyes. So once again, a very generic notice. This is a generic yoga, not specialized for any ailments, to remove any ailments. So if you have any physical or medical limitations, you can consult your physician. This is also not suitable for pregnant women or women running under menstrual cycle. And again, the most important thing, listen to your body. However much you can go, just go that far. And if you need a rest, you need to decide and come to rest. So you can sit down or lie down, whatever makes you comfortable. So with that, let's begin. Make a fist, arms in the front, and then exhale, fist down. Exhale, 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 exhale. Side to side. Here the breath can be normal. Good. And then rotation. Big rotation. And then changing the direction. Good. And then release. On to the shoulders. Shoulders go from front all the way back and down. Front, up, all the way back and down. Front, up, back, down. Front, up, back, down. Last time. Front, up, back, and then down. Change the direction from back, up, front, down, going up, and then down, up, down, and then up, down. Good. Very nice. So from there, let us remove the cushion. You might need it below the knees if you want. So you can put the cushion underneath, and we'll come to the tabletop position. So wrist right below the shoulders, knees right below the hip joints. Inhalation is lifting the tailbone, dropping the belly, gaze up. Exhalation, tucking the tailbone, rounding the spine, chin to the chest. Good. Will do. You can even close your eyes if you want to go much deeper into the sensation parts. Inhalation is belly down, gaze up. Exhalation is rounding the spine, chin to the chest. Do it at your own pace. Continue. So while doing today's asana practice, I encourage you to simply observe your breath. Simply observing the breath. Good. Come back to center. From here, the right hand goes into the front and maybe a little bit up. Left leg goes into the back and maybe a little bit up as well. As you exhale, you are going to bring the knee close to the chest and maybe forehead close to the knee. Inhale, expand, take it up. Exhale, knee to the chest or forehead. Slow and easy. Continue. Very nice. And then release. The same thing on to the other side. So let's take the left hand forward and up. Right leg back and up. And then cross and pull. You're just warming the body. Inhalation is expansion, exhalation is contraction. Good. Now release. We are going to keep the sit bones on top of the knee and going to come forward onto the elbows. And then gently bring the heart down. Notice this is a very nice back bend. If you want, you can hold the palms together. Make that V shape, or if not, just make them at the front, release them at the front. Forehead can come to the mat, or for some of us, even chest might be able to come to the mat. In either case, make it gentle, whatever your body can support. Observing your breath. Good. Then come up. Here, bring your knees together and then make the cups of your fingers. Walk them forward, and then we are bending on one side. So any side is fine. You're just making the arch. So I'm moving to the left side, and notice this stimulation onto the right side of the body. Trying to keep the hip on top of the knees. Good. Then come back to center. The same thing is on the other side. We are walking our fingers onto the other side. So right side this time. Notice the stimulation onto the left side of the body. And if you're not finding that stimulation, you can go further into the pose and see if that makes any difference. Good. Come back to center. And then this time sit onto the heels, forehead down onto the mat, arms rested as well. Taking a breath or two for body to settle. Good. Now once again we are going to come back onto hands and knees. From here we are going to tuck the toes under, lift our knees off the mat. If you have cushion, you can either leave it or can take it out as well, as you feel comfortable. And then we are getting into the downward dog. So in Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog position, it is also called the mountain pose. The reason it is a V shape, right? Like a mountain. Good. The chest is going to melt towards the thighs, and heels, whether they can come onto the mat or not, that's okay. The upper body needs to be in straight line. So from wrist, the entire arm, the entire back needs to be in one straight line. Here we'll bend alternate knees and bring the other heel down. So while we are moving the legs, the upper body will stay where it is, and it will continue to move closer to the legs. So keep that pressure on. Continue to lift your sit bones as high as possible. And then see if you can now bring both the heels down, if it is available. Good. So from here we are taking one small sequence, but the main thing to remember is you will exhale and come onto the plank position. Inhalation is downward dog. We generally do not do that, but for the next sequence, next movement that we are going to do, in exhale we are going to come onto the plank pose. So remember this, you will be here soon. And then we are into downward dog, and then we are adding the leg movement. So right leg goes up and high, this is inhalation, and as you exhale we are into plank, and the right knee is coming to the right elbow. Inhalation, right leg goes up, right knee comes close in exhalation to the chest in the plank. Inhale up, exhalation, right knee to the left elbow. Once again, inhalation, right leg up, exhalation, right knee to the right elbow. Inhalation up, exhalation, right knee to the chest. Inhalation up, exhalation, right knee to the left elbow. Inhalation, leg all the way up and then down. Good. The same thing is on to the other side. Left leg goes high, inhalation. Exhalation, left leg, left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhalation, left knee to the chest. Inhalation, up and back. Exhalation to the right elbow. Good. One more time, one more round. Inhalation, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Leg high. Exhale, knee to the chest. Inhalation high. Exhalation, left knee to the right elbow. Inhale high and then down. Now if you need a little bit rest, bring the knees down, separate them wide. Wider knees, and rest onto the heels, forehead down onto the mat. Taking those couple of settling breaths. Good. Today we are doing a little bit of mobility while performing the asanas. Good. Come back up. Again, tuck the toes under, and we are getting back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. From here, we are taking the right leg up. Not only that, we are bending the leg and bending the knees and opening it to the right side. So right hip bone is rested on top of the left hip bone. We are circling with the right knee. So attention is onto the right knee and making circles. It's also called fire hydrant pose. Changing the direction. And notice the challenge which increases because of this. Extend the leg and then bring it down. The same thing onto the other side, taking the left leg high, bending the knee and opening it up towards the left side, circling with the left knee. Good. Changing direction. Good. and then extend the leg high and then down. You can again bring the knees down and come to Shashankasana. This time you can take the arms all the way back and maybe palm facing up. Shoulders are collapsed, forehead completely rested, chest is rested. Noticing the stimulation that we did to the body. Notice the heat which got generated. Good. Come back up. We will bring again, if you need cushion, you can bring that back. Again, hands and knees. So from here, we are going to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Right leg goes high and then bring it between the feet. Here we are bringing the left knee down onto the mat and slowly find your both hands onto the knee and come stand up. You can see that your entire body weight is onto the left knee. Arms are going to go all parallel to each other all the way up. Exhale, twist open. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, open up on the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. One more time. Up. Open. And then up. And then open. Good. This time up and then down. If you have blocks or if you are in the need of the blocks, you can place blocks by either side. Here we are taking the right hand onto the block, left hand goes all the way up towards the ceiling and bend. So we are bending towards the right side. And notice that stimulation onto the left side of the body. Good. The same thing is onto the other side. So left hand rested onto the block, or you can bring the lower setting if that is comfortable to you. And then bend towards the left side. And notice the stimulation onto the right side of the body. Staying there for a breath or two. Good. And then come back up and then release. The same thing we are going to do while extending the legs. So the right leg will still stay where it is. We are lifting the left knee, taking it for as far back as possible. As long as we can keep the right knee on top of the right angle, we keep on taking the left leg all the way back and then down. Again, if you need to shift your cushion below the knee, you can do that. Good. So chest is forward, and now bring your body up. So the upper body is still stacked onto the sit bones, but the leg in the back is slanted instead of straight. And push yourself up and back. Take your hands all the way back. Make the knuckles, drawing that knuckles down, broad shoulder, gaze up. Stay there for another breath or so. Good. One more deep inhalation and one more deep exhalation. Inhale, and as you exhale, release. Good. And then you can also lift the back knee, take the other leg back, go back to the downward dog. And we'll take the left leg this time very high. Place it between the hands. Bring the knee down onto the cushion. Slowly stand, finding ourselves on top of the knee. Notice in this, the pressure from the leg is removed. It's only the weight which is there. Arms will go into the all the way up. Exhale, open. Good. Inhale, up. Exhale, open to the other side. Up and then down. Up, down. Inhale, up. One more time. Down. Up. And then down. Good. Take them up and bring it down. Take the blocks. Adjust them to the suitable height. Find that balance. Place the right hand onto the right block. Left hand goes all the way up and swing. You can keep the gaze to the front or towards the ceiling. Good. Stay there. One more deeper inhalation and one more deeper exhalation. Inhale, unwind, lengthen, and then exhale the same thing onto the other side. Length, and then slowly bend to the left side. Again, gaze can be into the front or up towards the ceiling. Staying there for a couple of breaths. Good. Inhale, extend all the way up and then down. You can remove the blocks, hands by the side of the feet, and then lift your back knee. Extend your leg, wiggle it all the way back, and then bring it down. So this time you are not on top of the knee. The front knee is still remaining on top of the ankle, but your upper body is tagged onto the hips, leg all the way back. Use the front knee to push yourself up. Good. And once you are finding that balance, take your arms in the back, join the palms, make the knuckles, let the knuckles reach down as you broaden your chest and gaze all the way up. Knuckles will continue to reach down and the shoulder blades are coming close to each other. Gaze up. Staying there. So here we added the stimulation in the leg region. Inhale up and then exhale, slowly release. Lifting the back knee, taking the leg all the way up and then down. Once again, you can rest for a moment into Shashankasana. Allowing the stimulation to take its effect. Good. Slowly come back up. From here, tuck the toes under. Inhale, and as you exhale, downward facing dog. You can remove the cushion. You walk the feet to meet the hands. So we are into Padhastasana or Uttanasana. Staying there and allowing ourselves to settle in this pose. You can hold the opposite elbows. You can separate the feet a little bit wider and swing side to side. Good. And maybe up and down. Nice. And then release. Slowly bring feet back close to each other. Swing from the side, come back all the way up. So let me shift. From here, you go all the way up and back, bringing the palms close to each other and bringing them to the heart center. Good. Now take them all the way up and back once again. Swing, swan dive, and then come down. Inhalation, hands onto the shin, straight spine. Exhale, down. Inhale, reverse all the way up and back. Exhale, hand to the heart center. Do it one more time. And up. Exhale, swan dive. Enjoy the movement. Inhalation, hands onto the shin, straight spine. Exhalation, down. Inhalation, reverse all the way up and back. Exhalation, hands to the heart. Good. Now, facing front, separating your legs. So here, we are going to do from easy to challenging. So hands will come onto the hip. Straight spine and coming front and down. Good. This is exhale. Again, we are not rounding the spine. Keep it straight. And then feet are outward rotated for 45 degrees. Good. Inhalation, coming to straight. In exhalation, we are bending the knees. Arms will go in a cactus shape and coming down. Here, elbows will go all the way back so that the chest is broad. Inhalation, come back up, straighten the arms. Good. And then once again come down. Straight spine, straight arms, straight legs. Good. And allow the gravity to take your chest further down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, back to goddess pose. So here we are again trying to bring as down as possible. So sit bones are coming down, broad elbows. Good, chest is broad, fingers are spread wide. Smile onto the face. Good. Inhalation, come back up. Join your palms, straighten your arm. Take them as up as possible. Exhale down and keeping the biceps by the side of the ears. Straight spine, arms are straight, but this time they are in the front. Notice the challenge. When the hands were onto the hip, it was a little bit easier. Arms on the side, we increase the challenge. And when arms are into the front, it is really challenging. Straight spine. Here, attention can come to the fingertips and drive the fingertips forward. Stay there. One more breath. Good. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, goddess. Good. And here, when you are in goddess pose, tuck the tailbone under so it is not showing outward. Tail in, broad chest, elbows broad. Good. Staying there. Inhale, come back up. Once again, join the palm, hands into the heart center. Then slowly bring them onto the hip, bringing the legs close to each other. Release any tension in the leg region. You can separate your legs at least a fist width distance, shoulders up and then back, down, palm facing forward. Close your eyes. Let's take a breath or so for us to settle. Or if you need a water break. You can open your eyes, find your blocks, place them onto the mat towards the front. We are standing 1.5 to 1.5 feet away from the top of the mat, hands onto the hip. Here, elbows are coming close to each other. Shoulders are broad, chest is broad, crown of the head is reaching towards the ceiling. Good. Take a moderate step with your right leg. And then we are coming forward from the chest. From chest all the way down. Straight leg, both the legs are straight, coming forward, forward, straight spine, and then release. You can hold on to those blocks and come down. Notice the stimulation into the front leg. Forehead can continue to come down towards the knee. Notice. And letting the body to settle. Good. Inhalation, straight spine. Hands will come into the heart center. We are bending the front knee and very gently shifting the body weight into the left foot. Taking the right leg all the way up and bringing it as high as possible, all the way up till the hip height. This is the Virabhadrasana 3. Staying there, one more breath. And then slowly bring it down. You can use the blocks, knee, whatever, anything to bring yourself up. And then step to the top. Release tension in your leg. Notice the stimulation. Notice the difference between the left leg and the right leg. The same thing is on to the other side. Moderate step this time with your left leg. Hands will continue to be rested onto the hip, leading from the chest all the way coming down. Continue all the way, and then you bring hands to the block. Fold forward. Once you know that you cannot come forward with the straight spine, that is when you will round the spine. Forehead come close to the knee. Notice the stimulation. Good. Staying there for one more breath, inhalation and exhalation. And make it deep if possible, if available. Good. And then come back up. Hands will come into the heart center. Soften your front knee. Bring that on top of the ankle. Slowly shift your weight onto the right foot and taking the left leg all the way up. Attention is on to the crown of the head reaching to the front. Left heel going all the way back. We are not locking the knee. And bringing the left leg up to the hip height, or as much as the body allows today. Good. Staying there. Inhale And as you exhale, slowly bring the leg down. Use the block or the leg to come back up. Step to the top of the mat. Notice the difference, the stimulation in both the legs. Okay, so with limitation of time, we will be coming down on our mat. Very gently find yourself onto the mat. Let's do one more practice wherein we are going to bring soles of the feet together. And then sitting in upright position. Heels, bring them as close as possible. And chest broad and forward. Straight spine and butterfly. Trying to bring the knees as close to the mat as possible. You can close your eyes to again go inside into the feelings. From thoughts we are going into the sensations, if that helps. Again, make an effort to bring the knees as down as possible. You can do this even faster if it is available. Good. Then stop. Bring heels 4 to 6 inches in front. Chest broad, and then we'll bring the chest forward. Go back, chest forward. Inhalation, go back. Exhale, chest forward. Go back. Exhale, chest forward. Go back. Exhale, chest forward. Go back. Exhale, chest forward, round the spine, and then forehead down. Wherever you land is perfectly fine. Staying there for a breath or two. Staying with the sensations, staying with the stimulation. Good. Inhalation, come back up and release. We are going to lie down onto our mats, allowing body to settle while lying onto the mat. Good. Separate your arms, separate your legs, close your eyes. Let the breath settle. Good. You're again taking those arms into the cactus shape. So elbows shoulder height and the forearm up. And bending the knees, separating them at least the matwards distance apart. Exhale, bringing both the knees to the left, gaze to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, both the knees to the right and gaze to the left. Again, making that effort to bring the knees down. We are loosening the lower back or relieving any tension or pressure which might have happened because of any of the poses. So taking them up and down. Good. Up, down, up, down. Bring them up. As you take them down to the left side, keep them there. Take the left ankle or bring it on top of the right knee. Stay there. Notice the stimulation has increased. Staying there for a couple of breaths. Good. Unwind. Slowly bring them, both the knees above, and then bring them down. Right ankle rested onto the left knee this time. Gaze to the left. Staying there. Releasing any tension in the lower back. Both the shoulders are rested down. Shoulder blades are rested down onto the mat. Eyes soft gaze or closed. Slowly unwind. Keeping the knees bent and soles of the feet widespread, at least the mat width distance apart. Bring the knees close to each other. Let them touch and rest. So knees are rested, touching each other. Arms will go at around 45 degrees outward, and then very gently close your eyes. And here we take a breath. Then extend both legs. At least the mat width distance. Let us allow the body to settle and get into Shavasana. If your eyes are open, very gently close them. We'll enhance the relaxation by chanting Akara, Ukara, and Makara. So bring your attention to the lower part of the body, entire leg region. Receive a deep full breath in. The entire lower part of the body is now relaxed. Bring your attention to the middle part of the body, the chest, abdomen, arms, including the neck region. We'll enhance the relaxation by chanting an Ukara. Receive a deep full breath in. The entire middle body is now relaxed. Bring your attention to the head region, the entire face, forehead, top of the head, side of the head, all of it. Will enhance the relaxation by chanting Makara, sound of Ma. Receive a deep full breath in. Even the head region is now completely relaxed. Stay into the Shavasana. while keeping the eyes closed. Bring a little bit movement into the fingers, toes, wrists, or ankles. Waking up the body, bringing the knees close to you, close to the chest, and then roll over to the right side. Use the strength of the arm to come back to the seated position. You can adopt Chin Mudra, where tip of the thumb is touching the tip of the index finger. Sit in an upright position, broad shoulders, let the elbows hang heavy. Notice how you are. Notice the shift that you received because of the yoga session that you did today. Body is completely stimulated and mind is completely calm. Let's seal today's practice with one single sound of Om followed by closing prayer. Receive a full deep inhalation. Let it be as full, as complete as possible. Hands will come into the heart center in prayer position. Together we are going to chant Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your palms. Generate that heat. Make a cup of your palms. Cover your eyes. Very gently take them over to your face or the overhead, the back, rest of the body. So with that, thank you so much everyone for joining in. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the weekend and a very good weekend ahead.
Thank you, Sushil.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sushil ji.
Thank you, Ji.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ji.
Namaste. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.